In rush to track down Air Force One leaks, DOJ reversed its own process. That's the headline from the New York Times, and it tells a story about a federal judge, a leak investigation, and two top Justice Department officials now up for cabinet posts. The hearing had just started in Manhattan federal court when Judge Arun Subramanian cut off prosecutors mid-sentence. He wanted to know why the U.S. Attorney's Office had issued subpoenas to New York Times reporters only 2 days after the paper published an article about security concerns surrounding Air Force One. Usually, subpoenas to journalists are a last resort in leak investigations, not the first move. The judge asked pointedly, "Doesn't that turn the law and regulations on their head?" The prosecutor, Sean Buckley, didn't have an immediate answer. After an hour of questioning, the prosecutors voluntarily withdrew the subpoenas, a tacit admission that the judge was likely to rule they hadn't followed the law. The episode highlights the administration's aggressive push to uncover sources behind Times reporting, part of a broader effort by President Trump and his aides to crack down on the news media. The judge's scrutiny also fell on two high-level Justice Department officials, Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche and U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York Jay Clayton. Both are under consideration for powerful cabinet roles, Blanche for Deputy Attorney General, Clayton for Director of National Intelligence. Both testified under oath this month that the subpoenas complied with laws and regulations. Clayton told a Senate committee he was confident the procedures in place to protect the First Amendment and press freedom were followed. Blanche, at his own confirmation hearing, said the Justice Department was not targeting reporters, calling them material witnesses akin to witnesses to a car crash. He acknowledged authorizing the subpoenas. The hearing also cast a shadow over James McDonald, expected to take over as U.S. Attorney in Manhattan, who was among the prosecutors involved in the inquiry. During the proceedings, Manhattan federal prosecutors repeatedly denied any intent to intimidate journalists, but the judge's sharp questioning and the swift withdrawal of the subpoenas suggest otherwise. The case raises serious questions about whether the department bypassed its own guidelines in a rush to satisfy political pressure. That's the story as reported by Devlin Barrett, Jonah Bromwich, Glenn Thrush, and William Rashbaum. Thanks for listening.